If you're confused about casual dining on Princess Cruises, you are not alone. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm a Princess Cruises certified expert, and today I'm going to break down casual dining on Princess Cruises, what it means, what the venues are, what ships they're on, and everything you need to know about casual dining. So first off, what is casual dining? This is probably our most asked question on our Facebook group. It is constantly being asked because it seems like Princess does not explain it well. And for a lot of people, they think it's like dress code wise, like, oh, these are the casual venues, like, oh, this is how you're going to dress at these venues. And so it adds a lot of confusion with like, hey, like, how do I dress at the main dining room then if this is casual dining and all those kind of weird things. So all casual dining means is like more like a sit down fast food place. So not a fancy place. So like, I don't know, say I'm in Canada, so if these places don't exist where you are, I'm sorry. But say, for instance, you go to the Keg. The Keg is like more of, in my opinion, an upscale, fancier steakhouse place. But then you might also have a place like Denny's, or you might have more of a casual sit down place. And that is different than, say, Tim Hortons, where it's like a quick service, where it's just fast food. And so casual dining is like the Denny's, the IHOP. I'm trying to think of places we've gone to in the States that are like these, like not quite like fancier restaurants where you're getting multi-course meals, but they're also not like a fast food place like a McDonald's, Burger King, like that kind of thing. It's like that middle of the road. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that makes sense. So these venues are a cost venue on Princess Cruises. Please keep in mind that the information in this video is based off of, at the time of filming, based off the information we can find. My editor, my brother, did a great job researching for this video, but we cannot get all the information all the time. So please keep that in mind that things are subject to change. So with the new Princess Plus package, you actually get 4 of these per cruise, and this is per guest that has it. So if there's 2 people in the stateroom, both will have to have the Plus package. Both will get 4 casual dining meals each. This is a recent change from only 2 with the old packages. So if you're still on the old packages, if you booked your cruise a while ago, you might only be getting 2. So you want to double check your package to see how many you get, but you do get some included if you have the Plus package. If you have the Premier package, you get unlimited, so you don't need to worry about this at all. If you're like us and you just go with the standard package, you have 2 options. You can either do the multi-course meal kind of option, which is $14.95 as of filming, or you can do a la carte. We tend to do a la carte because we're not interested in the appetizers and the desserts, but you might be, and therefore you're going to have the better option with that $14.95. One full meal at these venues include an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. The only exception to the a la carte is the Brazilian Grill, which I'll talk about later, but that is the only venue that you cannot do an a la carte option. Almost all these venues are just walk in, you just show up and you will be seated when there's availability. There's a few exceptions, but I'll talk about those at the specific venues. In terms of when they are open, they're going to have a few options. They're going to be open for either a sea day lunch, which means these are days where you are not stopping at a destination. So you're on the sea and they're open for lunch. Sea day dinner, which same thing. It's a day where you did not stop at a destination and you're just sailing out in the sea and they're open for dinner. Port day lunch, and so that is where you are stopping at a destination and you might be getting off the ship. Maybe you're choosing not to, but they are a day that you are stopped at a port, and so you have a port day lunch and a port day dinner. So depending on the venue, they have different openings on when they are there. In order to know the exact times that these venues are going to be open, you're going to want to check your Princess Patter. This is that schedule that you will get in your stateroom the night before. So say, for instance, the next day is a sea day and you know you want to go to O'Malley's for a sea day lunch. You will want to check your Princess Patter for the exact times because times will change by sailing. They usually try to keep them roughly the same, but we have experienced them changing. I wish the dining times was something that Princess added to the app. Now, as of my memory from our last cruise, this was not something they had on there because it would make it so much easier than carrying around the Princess Patter because we have done that before, so that way we know times for things. So you might be wondering, what exactly are these venues that Princess offers? So let's go, and we are going to go venue by venue, and I'm going to explain which venues, what they are, what ships they're on, and their dining times. If you're finding this video helpful, be sure to subscribe for more Princess Cruises news, tips, tricks, advice, and information. So first off, let's start off with O'Malley's. This is O'Malley's Irish pub, and it is pub fare. So it is burgers and fries and all that kind of stuff where you would expect from a pub. Often in the evening, there is music playing from like an Irish band. Is it a band? I don't know what you'd call it. You would have your musicians playing as you're eating. Usually the dining opens a little bit before the music starts. And if you are looking to eat, I highly recommend getting there a little bit earlier because it is a venue that will fill up fast, especially on the Star and the Sun Princess. The Star Princess actually has a bigger venue because it was such a popular venue on the Sun and it was not big enough. So this venue is open for sea day lunches, sea day dinners, and port day dinners. It is not open for port day lunches. O'Malley's is on both the Sphere class ships of the Sun Princess and the Star Princess. It's on 3 of the Royal class ships, the Majestic, the Enchanted, and the Discovery Princess. And on the Grand class ships, it's on the Emerald Princess, which we're excited to try out this summer, and on the Crown Princess, which we previously sailed on and did not have O'Malley's, but it actually replaced the Wheelhouse Bar just recently. Unfortunately, it's not on any of the Coral class ships. A casual dining venue that we love is Alfredo's and Gigi's by Alfredo, which is basically the same thing. I feel like a Gigi's might have a little bit of a limited more menu, like a smaller menu, but honestly, it's pretty much the same. Just kind of depends on what ship you're on. This is Princess's like premium pizza venue. And so, like I said, when you get the full course meal, you do get an appetizer, entree, and dessert with it. We tend to just go a la carte and get a pizza, and they are quite good. This venue is open for sea day lunch, sea day dinner, port day lunch, and port day dinner. So pretty much any lunch or dinner, you are set to go to Gigi's or Alfredo's. This venue is on the Sphere class ships, so the Sun Princess and the Star Princess. This is on all the Royal class ships, so the Regal Princess, the Royal Princess, Discovery Princess, Sky Princess, Majestic Princess, and Enchanted Princess. It's on 4 of the Grand class ships, the Grand Princess, the Sapphire Princess, the Diamond Princess, and the Caribbean Princess. It's in both the Coral class ships of the Coral Princess and the Island Princess, but my understanding is it actually is only open for lunch because it actually is in Sabatini's, which is a specialty dining venue that is open for dinner. Up next is Ocean Terrace Sushi, and this is a sushi venue. It is not on the Sphere class ships because Mikado Ocean, which is specialty dining, kind of replaced this, and it kind of makes me sad. Ocean Terrace might be called Kai Sushi depending on what ship you're on, but basically it's the same thing. It's a sushi restaurant that is a casual dining venue. So the Diamond and the Sapphire Princess did have Ocean Terrace, which was Kai Sushi on their ships, but they've been replacing it with the specialty dining of Mikado Ocean. So it could happen on the Royal class ships too, that Princess eventually changes the Ocean Terrace casual dining sushi into the specialty dining Mikado Ocean. It's open for sea day lunches, sea day dinners, and port day dinners. It is on all the Royal class ships. So again, the Royal Princess, the Regal Princess, Discovery Princess, the Sky Princess, the Enchanted Princess, and the Majestic Princess. It's not on any of the Grand class ships or the Coral class ships. So pretty much you have to be on a Royal class ship to have Ocean Terrace. The Brazilian Grill, which is a name that I actually can't pronounce, but you will see it somewhere here, is actually on only the Diamond and the Sapphire Princess. It's kind of a more unique venue, and it doesn't seem like it was that popular for them not to be putting it on other ships. And it's only open for sea day dinners and port day dinners. Salty Dog Gastropub is one of the more confusing venues because you have Salty Dog Grill, which is a complimentary grill up on the Lido deck that we absolutely love. But the Salty Dog Gastropub is pub fare, which is kind of like O'Malley's. So I'm not quite sure why Princess has both, other than O'Malley's is more popular now, so they're kind of swapping things out. But O'Malley's has music and Gastropub doesn't. Salty Dog Gastropub is not on any of the Sphere class ships and none of the Royal class ships. On the Grand class ships, they're on the Grand Princess, the Sapphire Princess, the Crown Princess, and the Ruby Princess. On these ships, they are in the Wheelhouse Bar. Other than the Crown Princess, we're not quite sure what happened because O'Malley's replaced the Wheelhouse Bar, but Salty Dog Gastropub still exists on the ship. So I'm not sure if they divided it in half or anything like that or exactly what's happening, but it's kind of weird that they have both. Maybe they changed it and just haven't updated their information, but usually it is in the Wheelhouse Bar. Now let's chat about some of the more unique casual dining venues. This includes Plank's Barbecue, Steamers, and the Vines Wine Bar. First up, the Plank's Barbecue is a barbecue. It's like a meaty kind of thing. Most of the ships are replacing this with the Butcher's Block by Dario, which is a specialty dining restaurant. Steamers is a seafood venue, and on other ships, this is actually being replaced with the Catch by Rudy, which is also seafood, but it is not a casual venue. That is a specialty dining. So Princess seems to be switching out some of their casual dining for specialty dining. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Plank's Barbecue and Steamers is only on the Emerald Princess and the Caribbean Princess, and they alternate nights. So it's not like every single night, every single day is the same thing. They rotate. They are open for sea day dinners and port day dinners, but are reservation only. And the last unique venue is Vine's Wine Bar. And this is a wine bar. And so the casual dining venue part of this is more like appetizer-y kind of thing. Like, I don't even know what you would call them. Canapes? Is that what you call them? I am not a wine drinker. I'm not a fancy person, sorry. But basically it's like hors d'oeuvre kind of things. I don't even understand quite how they make a meal out of this, but they do. It is reservation only though, so make sure you make those reservations in advance if you are interested in trying this out. It is not on any of the Sphere class ships, so no Sun Princess or Star Princess. It's on 3 of the Royal class ships, so the Royal Princess, the Regal Princess, and the Sky Princess. It's on 5 of the Grand class ships, so the Sapphire, the Crown, the Caribbean, the Emerald, and the Ruby Princess. And it's on none of the Coral class ships. It's available for sea day dinners and port day dinners, and like I said, you do have to make a reservation. So hopefully that cleared up exactly what casual dining is and what venues are available. Be sure to subscribe for more princess information and check out this video right here because it's going to explain all about specialty dining.